My goal for this year was to make more money. That was my goal for 2025. Because last year I made $12,000. I made $12,000 last year. I was talking to my accountant, and he was like, you should not have an accountant. And I was like, oh yeah. This is probably cutting into my bottom line, you know? It's another financial L for the Timster. But people ask, they ask me, they're like, Tim, how do you make it through living in New York when you only make like $12,000 a year? And I was like, well, my girlfriend makes a lot of money. So it's sick. Like, my life is fucking sick. I don't know if you guys have like trapped a woman, but I did it. My girlfriend is settled. She's settled. It's so sick. We've been together for 5 years. I was a loser before we met. I've been a loser the entire time. It's the sickest shit that could have ever happened to me. It's so sick. And here's the thing. If you're ever wondering if like the person you're with is settling, or if you're a single man being like, how can I be like you? Listen. So we were on our third date. On our third date, I knew I was in. Because on our third date, my girlfriend said to me, she goes, Tim, I think whenever this is done, or whenever our relationship or whatever this is ends, I'm done with men forever. And in my head, I was like, let's fucking go. Let's go. That is the sickest shit you could have ever said to me. That is awesome. I wake up every day and I look in her eyes and I see the sadness in the back of her eyes. And I go, it's gonna be another good day for the Timster, I say to myself. My life is awesome. People feel bad for her a lot of the time, my family, but people feel bad. They're like, she shouldn't be with you. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And here I'm like, don't feel that bad for her because she did give me herpes, you know? See, turns it around a little bit. Now who's a piece of shit? Not me that much. We were raw dogging for the first 8 months of our relationship, fucking poor people style, no condom, right? Fucking no condom. And one day she sits me down, she goes, Tim, I need you to sit down. And I was like, okay, let's go. I hate to stand. All right. I got flat feet. I'm like, I'm sitting down. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a great mood. She's like, Tim, I have something to tell you. I was like, what's up? She's like, I have herpes. I was like, okay, I don't care. She was like, what? I was like, yeah, I don't give a shit about that at all. She was like, you don't care? I was like, no. I was like, right now I live in a basement with another man and a rat. And you make 6 figures. We have herpes. We have herpes now. This is our herpes, you know? I love you, bitch. I fucking love your fucking ass. If she would have proposed, I'd have been like, yes, absolutely. People would be like, how did you guys get engaged? I'd be like, well, sit down. But she doesn't like it that I go around to shows, because I travel the country doing stand-up comedy, and we're doing a taping right now, and she doesn't like that I tell people that she has herpes, you know? She's like, why do you go across the country and everywhere in New York telling everyone I have herpes? And I was like, well, you don't tell anyone that you have herpes. So someone's got to do it, you know? Like, what if you follow me back to my house after this? You come fuck my girlfriend while I watch and crank a little, and I'm watching you fucking plow her out. I'm like, yeah, good job. But you don't have a condom on. You don't have a condom. I'm like, got another one, tricky bitch. Fucking got another one. Anyway. I want to make money. I want to do it. I would like to do it. I don't know how. I used to work here. I used to work at this bar and bowling. I used to manage this place. I was the manager, but I kept getting electrocuted and I had to quit. I was getting electrocuted too much. I had to fucking quit. I went home and I was like, Micah, I got electrocuted today. And she started crying. And she was like, you're gonna die. You're gonna die at the bowling alley. She's like, what am I gonna tell people when you die there? I go, tell them I died at the bowling alley. That's sick. She was like, I'm not gonna tell people you died. I was like, that would be awesome. I go, look at me. I look like a motherfucker that should die at a bowling alley. That would be awesome. But here's the one problem. Here's the one problem with working at a bar now. Like, I was the manager, so like people will take their ID, and then they take a photo of their ID with their phone, and then they use that photo as their ID. That's what a lot of people do. And my job basically here was kicking those people out. I would have to do it all the time, and it fucking sucked. Because people get real shitty with you real quick, which I didn't ever understand. I'm like, oh, I'm a piece of shit? Yeah, you're still not getting in, you know? Like, this girl goes, you from the Midwest rule follower? My shirt said Indiana, I look like corn. I was like, yeah, I'm from the Midwest. She goes, Midwest people love following the rules. And I go, okay. And then she said the most 22-year-old thing I've ever heard someone say in my life. She goes, you know, if you took a couple of mushrooms, you probably wouldn't follow the rules so much. And I was like, listen, I've taken mushrooms hundreds of times. For 2 years straight, I microdosed every day thinking it would fix my life. It didn't. I go, now I take doses of mushrooms that people find concerning. And I've had one realization every time I've been on mushrooms, and it's that I should have my ID on me at all times, right? And she got all fucking shitty, and she was like, oh yeah, that realization, that's what you thought? And I was like, yeah, actually it is. It is, young lady. I said young lady like a damn dad. I was like, yeah, it is, young lady. I was like, listen, we live in New York City. Do you understand that? I was like, crazy people live here. I was like, one day you could be walking down the street and a man with a big metal pipe could come and bash your fucking face in and break all of your teeth and then break your phone. Now they can't identify you. What are they gonna do with your body? Do you know what they're gonna do with your fucking body? They're gonna throw it in the river with prostitutes. Is that what you want? Is that what you want done with your fucking body, lady? And she was like, we will leave. And I was like, good, fuck you. I was like, I don't get paid a living wage here, and I get electrocuted a lot. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about my job or my life. I'll kill myself in front of you and your fucking friends. And they laughed. And then I went up to the bar, and the bartender was like, what the fuck? And I was like, that's called customer service, my good bitch. That's what that is. Oh, man. All right, I'm gonna do two more, and then I'm getting out of here. I have a job now. I host game shows for corporate team building. That's my, I know you guys are watching everything I've done up to now, and you're like, really? That's your fucking job? Yes, it is. I get on there, and I'm like, hey, how's everybody doing? We having a good time today, you know? And I had to do that all through December, and I had to do like 40 games in December, and it's all Christmas-themed games and holidays and shit. So you bring people up, and you have to talk to them in the games. So I'm talking to everyone, and I ask everyone the same question just to make it easy. So I'm just like, hey, what's your holiday tradition, you know? And this one guy was like, dude, we'd go crazy at my house. I do a prime rib, a turkey, fried chicken, 2 types of ribs. I was like, oh my God, that's incredible. You got another spot for me at the table, you know? Because I'm like funny. So I was like, and then he was like, no. I don't think we could swing that, man. And then I had to be like, okay, well, let's get into your next game. This is Legoland's Landmarks, you know? And then I put my computer on mute, and I turned off my camera, and I had a full-on meltdown. Had a full-on meltdown in my basement. I go, does this motherfucker not think that I'm fucking joking? I go, I'm so sorry, bitch. Did you think that a stranger on your computer was gonna show up to your house on Christmas and eat your motherfucking prime rib, you dumb motherfucker? And my girlfriend also works from home, and she goes, are you okay? I go, I'll never be okay again in my life. I go, this man won't have me over to his house. She's like, we're going to your family's house. I was like, I don't give a fuck about that. I want to be invited to this man's Thanksgiving. And by Thanksgiving, I mean Christmas. Damn, I fucked up. You know what? I've been mad about that up until right now. I've been mad for like a month and a half. And I've let it all go on this fuck up of mine right now. Take that out of the taping. If this taping comes out and there's a fuck up from me, I'm gonna have to end it. I'm kidding. My girlfriend pays 2/3 of the rent. You think I'm gonna end my fucking life? I don't think so. I told her, if you break up with me, I'm killing myself. I did tell her that. And she said, that's toxic behavior. And I said, I don't care. Will it keep you with me? And she said, yes. And I said, okay, well, we're gonna have to keep it on the table. But I might not have herpes. I might not have it. I don't know if I'm in there long enough to get it, you know? I don't know. There's like a 5-second rule. I don't know if I've hit it. Because I come fast, baby. I like to do it. I love coming fast. People hate it. My girlfriend mostly, but I like to. Because sex is exercise. I'm not trying to exercise. I'm trying to get in, get out, go back to watching BattleBots. That's what I'm trying to do, you know? And my girlfriend likes dirty talk. She likes dirty talk, so she's always like, say something nasty to me. Say some nasty shit to me. And I'm like, I'm done, you know? That's all I've ever got. Well, we were fucking recently, and I was a few sentences in, you know? I was lasting a little bit, and I was like, you got such a tight little pussy or whatever, you know? You gotta compliment women, and she wasn't really saying much. I don't know if she wanted to be there, but she started getting into it, and she was like, yeah, give me that little dick. And I was like, what the fuck? She's like, I don't know, I was following your lead. I was like, you go opposite. I say small and tight, you say, ow, it doesn't fit or whatever, right? And then she grabbed my hair and just kinda pulled it, and a bunch came out in her hand. And I was like, fuck this, I'm done. I'd already come, but I was done anyways, you know? And now I'm done with my set. Thank you all very much.